What's going on, guys? Tabmock99 here. Now, today's video comes from a request. Last time I did one of these videos, CJ Rocky said, do Baraka next. Well, okay. I'll take a stab at it. Baraka is a word from Arabic and Hebrew. It means a blessing or spiritual power that comes from God himself. This concept can also refer to that uplifting feeling that comes with compassion, love, honesty, integrity, faith, and free-flowing happiness. And then there's this Baraka. He's a lean, mean, killing machine. He slices, he dices, but wait, there's more. When he was first introduced in Mortal Kombat II, he was so overpowered, thanks to this move called the Blade Spin. They had to take it out just to make it fair. They gave it back to him, though, in Mortal Kombat Trilogy. In Mortal Kombat Gold, they gave him a weapon, the Saber King. But that's stupid. Everyone knows Baraka is the weapon. Mortal Kombat Deception got it exactly right. When Baraka changes to his weapon stance, his blades come out. So, who is Baraka anyway? Literally, the first thing we're told about him is that he led the attack against Liu Kang's Shaolin Temple. And in Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks, we actually see it as it happens.
Are poison to our world. Even their blood and rotting bones are like an acid to this realm. You must send them back to where they came from. Defend the Academy.
The next thing we're told is that Baraka belongs to a nomadic race of mutants living in the wastelands of the Outworld. Beginning with Mortal Kombat Deception, his race has come to be called the Tarkatans. Now, how exactly did the Tarkatans come to be? The answer may surprise you.
That Tarkatan was not a pure demon, but a mutated hybrid of demon and mortal races.
Our kind is well suited for raids in the Nether Realm, for we Tarkata are part demon.
Okay. So, Baraka's Tarkatan race is a mutated hybrid of Netherrealm and Outworld species. So, what are they like? We know most of them look pretty much like Baraka does, although there are some that are bigger. We've also seen members of his species who are completely different. They look nothing like him. In his Mortal Kombat 9 ending, Baraka wasn't fooled by Shang Tsung's shape-shifting magic. When he used his powers to morph into Shao Kahn, it was Baraka who sniffed him out. The Tarkatan's keen sense of smell also played a role in Jade's Mortal Kombat Deception ending. In it, Jade threw a glass orb filled with concentrated Tarkata essence directly at Tanya. When the glass shattered, its contents were splashed all across her body. Baraka and his Tarkatan hordes perceived her to be a rival male, sending them into an uncontrolled fury. Instinctively, because of the scent she was now carrying, they ambushed her to death. I guess you could say their eyesight isn't very sharp. It's also said that his fighting skills gained the attention of Shao Kahn, who recruited him into his army. Although the later games would say that all Tarkatan males get recruited into Shao Kahn's army if they can survive the ritual of blood. Yeah, Baraka's badass. He got the nickname Scourge of Outworld. Hey, wait a minute. That's the same nickname they gave Kintaro in the Malibu comics. Interesting. Yeah, Baraka's the leader. He's the alpha male. He's the one the other Tarkata look up to.
Baraka is our leader, but soon I will challenge him in battle for control of the Horde.
Although, the Journey Begins said that Goro was their leader.
That's the guy I saw.
Goro!
Yes, Goro, Prince of Shokan.
He has 4 arms.
That's what I was trying to tell you. Goro commands the legions of nomads. Fierce subterranean creatures who obey his every command.
And on Defenders of the Realm, we have no idea who the old leader was, but Carbrak is the new leader.
It's Carbrak, their new leader. Oh, now what?
Intruders inside. May need backup.
No can do. We have all we can handle out here.
I think, by far, the craziest thing that's happened with Baraka was this bio published in an MK Gold strategy guide that claimed Baraka was split in half by Kung Lao's razor-edged hat. This led to fan speculation that he needed staples in his body to hold himself together. There's no way they would put something like that into the game. Oh. Huh. While Baraka looks great in the games, that doesn't always translate well to the big screen. Here, you could say they really annihilated him. Not that he looked any better in MK Legacy.
The innocent were brutally slaughtered by the Tarkatan warriors of Outworld, led by their merciless general, Baraka.
And in Mortal Kombat Rebirth, Baraka wasn't even considered a Tarkatan. He was just a regular guy.
Next up, Dr. Alan Zane, plastic surgeon. His first victim likely accidental. The next 24 were not. Zane couldn't take being a failed doctor, so he went psychotic and turned the knife on himself. He pierced his face, sharpened his teeth into fangs, and he even surgically attached a pair of 10-inch blades into his forearms. Codename Baraka.
Yeah, as if a normal person could make himself look like Baraka. But that's how they did it in the old days. At CombatCon, Galloping Ghost Arcade showed one of the original Nosferatu masks that they used for Baraka. Back when Mortal Kombat used digitized actors, that's how things were done.
We were trying to come up with characters, you know, and we were going to costume stores and looking around and found a mask of this monster.
There was this very tight mask that I had to wear.
You know, painted it up, you know, kind of made it all butchered up his face.
And I just remember tons and tons of water just coming down my neck.
That's the thing. Some of us don't need a mask to look like Baraka. The main thing you'd need, his primary feature, are the blades coming out of his arms. The Mortal Kombat II Collector's Magazine said it's still uncertain whether the gleaming swords he can extend from his exoskeleton are natural or a gift presented to him. Well, since then, we've seen other members of his species, and I think it's safe to say that those blades are all natural. In Mortal Kombat Deception, Baraka explains that his blades may seem awkward to a human, but they're as natural to him as any part of his body. Well, that makes sense. I mean, it's not like you can just go walking around and randomly find Baraka's blades just laying there or something. Okay, I stand corrected. You know what's interesting? In Malibu's Mortal Kombat comic series, the mutants weren't just carbon copies of Baraka. Every one of them had their own individual look. Kinda like the mutants in X-Men. All the mutants look completely different from each other. And then, of course, there's his real claim to fame. That he and Mileena were the first Mortal Kombat characters to be in a relationship. Relationship? Yeah, it's true. Baraka and Mileena were the first official Mortal Kombat couple. It was pretty one-sided though. In Mileena's ending, it mentioned that she had a secret companion, Baraka. But Baraka's ending didn't mention her at all. I think we can all agree that Baraka and Mileena have one of the most abusive relationships in video game history. funny thing is, that whole secret companion thing isn't so secret anymore.
Repulsive human.
Sleeping with Baraka's repulsive.
Who told you this?
But you gotta give him credit. Whenever it looked like Outworld was up for a new ruler, Baraka was always the first one to nominate Mileena for the job.
Shao Kahn is finished.
Mileena is his heir. She should rule.
Mileena? She exists only because of my sorcery.
In Mortal Kombat X, Baraka's still got her back.
You are not Shao Kahn's true heir. She is a construct, formed in Shang Tsung's flesh pits. I saw this. Your best claim to the throne is moot.
How dare you! I succeed Shao Kahn by his decree!
Succeed him you have, but Outworld demands new leadership.
From you, Aztec fool. Kill him!
This one serves Mileena no longer!
You will defend your empress!
Our creator Shao Kahn is dead. We will serve whom we choose.
Still, you follow Mileena.
Shao Kahn conquered my realm. I owe him my loyalty. I honor his will.
And at this point, you kinda have to ask, what's next for Baraka? Well, he's a non-playable character in MKX. His skin is there, and his moveset is there. They released Alien as downloadable content, and one of his variations is Tarkatan. So basically, everything they need to make him a fully playable character is right there. I guess you could say bringing Baraka back is a no-brainer. Baraka would be perfect for a Kombat Pack 3 or Mortal Kombat II XL or whatever. Or he just might have to wait it out till a sequel. Now, some people think that there's no way Baraka could come back. But remember, that death sequence where D'Vorah kills him is just one possibility. Here's the other one. Now, either way, D'Vorah says Baraka's dead.
Baraka is dead. Your last ally has left you.
But is he really? Guess we'll just have to wait and see. Well, thanks for watching. Until next time, this is TabMock99 saying, have a knife day.